Yo, we are back. Sorry for that. I don't know what happened. People couldn't join, and I wanted this night to have a lot of people join the chat. And Silver Saint, what's going on? If you want to join, please feel free to click the link. Hopefully, it works this time. I don't know what's been going on, but people are getting a code, an error code. Um, but I'm sorry about that, guys. Hopefully, we can get the people back on. And the people that wanted to get on, we can get them on. But this is take two. We had back. Thank you, Corn, Trey, and Silver Saint for coming back. Let's see if this link works out for you guys. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and try a different way to get people on because I know most people have iPhones out there, so that's pretty bad. 1 second here. What's up? Gains Investor, what's going on? Sorry, I'm reading this. I'll never let go, Jack. Thanks, Silver Saint 77. How's it going, Gains Investor? I had to restart the stream because I couldn't get people to jump on. They were getting this error code. I'm sure most of those people might have gone to bed. It's pretty late for some of you guys out in the East Coast, but thank you so much for you guys that came back. I can't quit you. Let's see. I wonder if stacking and prepping will get on. 1 sec, guys. Who do we have? Someone here? Let's see. Stacking and prepping.
Yep, we're back.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for coming back, dude. How was the link easier, or did it work? Or
I had no issues with that one.
All right. Hopefully, we can get people to go ahead and jump on this time. I'll never let go. Just in time prepping. How's it going? If you want to jump on, there's a link going around in the chat. Feel free to click that so you can come and chat with stacking and prepping and myself. I barely joined on take two. That's fine. Thanks for joining take two. Gains Investor. That's cool. So you're in the East Coast. Do you live like in? Because whenever I think about the East Coast, I think about like major cities, right? Are you like near a major city, or are you out more
around the New York area?
All right, cool. Yeah, let's see who's this.
Oh, we got someone coming on.
Yeah, that is Value Hunter. Hello. I restarted the stream just for you, Value Hunter. I hope you can hear us now. Hey, Just. I like that. Instead of just-in-time prepping, just. I think it gets the point. That's cool. So what made you get into prepping? Because you said you started stacking silver before you got into prepping, right?
Yeah, it's kind of just watching a lot of videos. We've watched Overtaxpayer and stuff like that. So, kind of got a lot of different ideas just looking for the stacking. But then we found out, hey, we should be doing that, the prepping also.
Right. Yeah, I think it's definitely a peanut butter and jelly situation for a lot of people. The stacking silver and prepping, they can kind of go hand in hand. For me, I'm personally not a prepper. I like to be prepared, but maybe because of the prepper, I see some cool channels on YouTube just in prime prepping. Some people that have been prepping for years and how they have stockpile of food, water, ammo, and to me that's pretty cool. But I just have like the bare minimum. I have a few cases of water, some canned food.
I mean, I think anyone should at least start with at least 30 days, at least minimum, to give you at least some type of buffer.
Right.
Something happens where you're just, you have a little bit of time to figure out, hey, what's going on? What do we need to do?
Right. No, I definitely think that's best just because a lot of people say silver is the, when the economy crashes, we're going to use that as bartering. And I personally don't think so, but it's definitely not going to be, okay, everything's going to crap and I'm going to go take my silver to buy some food. It's not going to work like that until, things start equaling out, or calming down. But that might take months or years. We don't know how long that's going to take.
And like just-in-time prepping just said, silver's going to be great for bartering. I think that's why everyone should own, some constitutional silver.
Right.
Because you're going to need those smaller increments. I mean, don't go buy grams. It's like, because when you start doing that, the premium's just ridiculous.
Right.
That point, you're just better off getting the junk silver, which most of the time you can get 39 cents over spot, or a little bit more, sometimes even lower.
Right. Ozark, what's going on? Turning wheels, what's happening, Ruben? Corn, I almost missed this comment, dude. My wife is stacking tampons. You guys are the best just couple ever. Corn stacks meatloaf, Hershey's, and his wife is stacking tampons. You guys are gonna be set for life. Value Hunter, are you here?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was getting the echo because I had the Google Hang, and I also had YouTube up, so I was like getting double feed coming through. But I hooked up a exterior mic, and everything seems to be working good now, bro.
Yeah, sorry about kicking you, dude. I didn't know how to mute
right.
you. I didn't know how to unmute you, and then I accidentally kicked you. But yeah, turning wheels, stacking tampons. Go up and look at at Corn's comment. But yeah, dude. So how are you doing tonight? Value Hunter.
Yeah, I'm doing really good, bro. I appreciate it. It really interested me. You guys were talking about Bitcoin and stuff, and like my experience with cryptocurrencies goes back to like 2015 or 16, maybe 15. The first time I bought Bitcoin, and it was like it just completely against everything that I was thinking I would ever do. But I tested it by buying silver with it, and that's what kind of got me into buying some cryptos and getting some exposure to that as an asset class. But anyway, that was like what pulled me into your thing. And I was like trying to jump on here to jump in the conversation, but you guys
we can definitely talk about that. Like I mentioned, my cousin made, I think $13,000 on that ride up from, I think it was like almost a year to the day, right? That December when it jumped from 1,000 to almost 20,000. He rode that all the way up, and he told me about it when it was about 1,500, and I just decided not to pull the trigger. But I kind of regret not pulling the trigger, just because that was a huge opportunity to make quite a bit of money. 1,500 all the way to, I think, 19 something, whatever the top was.
I think in top 20. I kind of forget, but I just watched it. I had a lot of friends. It's interesting. Like I got some exposure to the metals and mining community. It's kind of one of the ways that I started getting into stacking and stuff like that is doing communications for mining companies, gold and silver miners, and like those guys have been having a hard time because they've been, in a pretty bear market as far as their stocks and things. So a lot of them have jumped on the bandwagon for cryptos pretty early on. And I was hearing all kinds of things about it. And I just was absolutely against it. And I said, if I'm going to put money into something like that, I want to know that it works as a form of like commerce. And so one of the bullion dealers, Money Metals Exchange, was one of the first ones like a few years ago to put up an ability to buy with Bitcoin. So I said, all right, I'm going to buy one and I'm going to try it. And I bought a Bitcoin at like just under $400 for one Bitcoin. And I bought silver with it. I bought 20 ounces of silver. And my silver's held up. I mean, it's not, it's still 20 ounces. It's in my stack.
Right.
That Bitcoin's gone crazy, So the good thing about it, I don't look back and say, oh, I wish I had that Bitcoin at 400, even though it's, $4 grand, $5 grand, whatever it is now. I just, it got me exposed to being okay, starting to buy some of it here and there. And so I started chipping away at some of that. And then I got it, when Ethereum started getting popular, I started buying that and then buying the ICOs that were on that platform. And, it's like, I put them on, I hold the stuff on a paper wallet or one of the ledgers, and I just kind of forget about it. It's sort of like the silver that you bury in the backyard or whatever. I mean, it's like, if it works out, try to buy ones that are good, stick them, put them away, hold on to them. If one of them goes crazy, you'll do well,
Right. Yeah, no, I think that might be like the blockchain is what everyone talks about, right? Like the blockchain, that ledger, that's what the technology is, that's why Bitcoin is so popular. Do you think do you know enough about this? Because I don't know too much. I know just like the bare essentials about most of these cryptocurrencies, but the Bitcoin, the big thing is the blockchain, right? Do you think the blockchain and the Bitcoin are the same thing, or can we have the technology of the blockchain without Bitcoin?
So yeah, that's a good question. I think that there's definitely a I think the technology exists. It's ownership of the technology, right? Like the best way it was described to me, and I did a lot of research early on before I started putting any, like socking any money into it. And it was described that, kind of the way the internet bubble was. I mean, that's, I think, a lot of what we've seen over the last year and a half with, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But the way the internet bubble started, it's not that the technology was bad. A lot of these companies are the biggest companies out today, or at least a handful of them that worked, right? And people made good money, and then the bubble burst, and then they got back in. They didn't stop. It's just like it went through this life cycle, right? So the technology is there. The difference is, like, when the internet hit, and some of us, like I was around back then. I remember you're probably, your life experiences, hey, the internet's always been there. We're pretty close to it, right?
I remember dial-up.
Okay, so
yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I remember when, like, before the World Wide Web really existed, like it wasn't in any home, and like, it was like high school for me. And so if you look at the internet, you couldn't really own the internet, right? Like that IP was not available for ownership. You'd have to buy into these companies, and then they had, at the time, a product that sat on top of the platform called the internet, right? So if you were AOL didn't own the internet, but AOL had a mail service, and other things that sat on top of the IP that was the internet. So the blockchain is different because it's like the IP, the intellectual property of being like the internet was, but you own it by buying a piece of Bitcoin, right? So you buy a Bitcoin, you buy a whatever, and then you end up, owning access to the ledger, which is the technology. So it's kind of like owning a piece of the internet, if you could, explain it that way. That's like probably the best way. So I figure, hey, if the next boom happens the way that the internet, boom happened in the late 90s and early 2000s, it makes a lot of sense not to let that boat sail without being, without at least having some piece of it,
Right. I personally wouldn't recommend anyone to go like all in anything essentially, but especially that market, that being the cryptos. But for me, having a small, I'm talking about tiny percentage, just to, as a gambling man, like a Hail Mary throw, I mean, and just leave it and forget about it, maybe. But I can't wait to see what happens, even in this maybe 2 to 3 year time span. I think it's definitely going to have a hard time to reach the previous highs of like almost 20,000, especially right now. I think trading at around $4,000-$5,000.
Yeah, I think it's, I'll have to look, man. You catch me off guard here, but I got no problem logging in.
I just want to throw something in there. For example, Litecoin since November 6th has lost almost its whole value, and almost in half. So we're kind of taking a big hit lately with these cryptos.
It's huge. It's absolutely, yeah, it's a bloodbath, right? especially for people that are aggressively invested there.
I mean, I think Bitcoin, I'm trying to pull that up right now.
Bitcoin's at about 4,000.
Yeah, and and just as of a month ago, it was at 6,400. So I mean, that's a pretty big hit.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it was at 20,000 like a year, like Clevercoin was saying, like almost a year ago. So I mean, it's. I guess for me, I have a different perspective, stacking and prepping, because my experience was to get kind of involved when it was at 400. So it's a little bit of a different experience than people that are looking at it today going, there's a lot of exposure to risk there, right?
That's exactly what I was going to bring up. I know people that were buying Bitcoin, like they use Bitcoin to buy pizza, dude. Like they spent 1,500 Bitcoin or whatever, like something insane to buy pizza. So this used to be cents not too long ago, right? In the grand scheme of things, right. In the grand scheme of things, 10 years ago was nothing. And what was Bitcoin in 2008? We're talking about cents, a few dollars, and for it to blow up to even right now its lows, 4,000. That's a crazy jump. But
my question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but my point is, a lot, and most people got the bad bargain, right? Because when CNBC, when all the people talking about it, it was too late, and they were telling everyone to jump in, and then they went to go ahead, and it was on the way down again. So timing is key, right? So that's very important. And
Yeah.
if anyone else wants to jump on, I think Bullion Bouncer wants to jump on. Feel free.
I just want to ask him, because he seems to know about crypto. How low do you think we're going to drop crypto-wise, and where it's still picked up by, national governments to start using that instead of fiat?
Man, that's a really good question. I don't know if that ever occurs. I mean, I think there will be the powers that be will always try to push fiat currency, and when the existing fiat system collapses, they'll come up with another one. And I think Bitcoin, resting on, or blockchain technology, which is basically a decentralized ledger, it's more of a system for accountability, because if you think about it, if there's a transaction at your bank and the bank says one thing happened and you say something else happened, and then you go on and you look at the records, you're looking online and you're looking at records that they store, right? Unless you have them like printed out going back, however or whatever. With the blockchain, you've got computers all over the world storing that data, right? So it's a way to keep some accountability by decentralizing. That's not good necessarily for the government. Now, there's a product out there, or there's a coin out there called Ripple, which I believe that's the one that is actually a centralized coin. And there's actually been some things that they've been doing with that to replace SWIFT transfers. I don't know if you're familiar with SWIFT transfers and the way the banking system's set up to work, but all of the like bank wires and stuff like that are done on SWIFT. And so their HSBC, I think last year, was the first international bank to do a transfer using a blockchain technology, which is actually centralized, but it's similar to like the Bitcoin type of technology that they're operating on. So it's already underway at some level. I don't think that any government's going to let that, get out of their control. I think the central banks and the world governments, the powers that be, I think there's too much interaction and collusion there for us to ever see, fair banking and monetary system, unless you go back to base metal, unless you go back to precious metals and, kind of basics and barter and stuff.
Wasn't there a recently announcement or something about there was some bank that was looking into doing crypto?
Well, there's a bunch of banks that are looking into crypto, especially in other markets like Asia, and I think India, or there's other countries that are for sure China that is putting more stake into it. I think US is probably one of the ones that is actually lagging behind most of these other countries. But yeah, I mean, we can just go on forever. I'm just gonna say what's up to that. Hold on. The Mr. Monkey Swag version 2.0 is my favorite Mr. Monkey Swag. No offense to Mr. Monkey Swag. Fred Gar, what's up, dude? If you want to jump on, right now we're talking some crypto, but if you want to jump on, you can come on and chat, and we can talk about anything else. It doesn't have to be crypto. But we had Value Hunter on who knows quite a bit, and Stacking and Prepping that is also interested in a little bit of the crypto. We just saw Clever Coin's bathroom floor. That is not my bathroom floor, but thanks for that. Yeah, Fred Gar, if you want to jump on, dude, you can just jump on and we can chat. Mr. Monkey Swag, that guy's an encyclopedia. He knows a lot about a lot of stuff.
So what guys... say he's on the toilet.
Sergeant Silver. Oh yeah, Bullion Bouncer. Sorry, I forgot to say peace out. Hopefully you can email me. He says he wants to get on for something controversial, so I wonder what that is gonna be about.
Let's get Jerry Springer episode going.
Yeah, Flush. Don't forget to wash your hands. He's on this. Yeah, my chat's a little laggy. I'm just hearing all this stuff. That's cool though. So let's see if anyone else jumps on. I'm probably going to be on for a little longer, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, depending if other people jump on. And also for you guys, please hit that like button. It means a lot. It helps quite a bit. and we're gonna have Stacking and Prepping on, him and Miss Stacking and Prepping, on Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're gonna go ahead and talk. Probably do like an hour or so, just like my other ones when I kind of interview people and whatnot. And Value Hunter is showing us some eye candy right now. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I was trying to get that to show up, but I've got the delay on this USB microscope. I've actually got an 82. You can kind of tell what that is, right, my friend? That's
definitely My Libertad. Yes.
That's a 1982 that I got, maybe 6 months ago at spot price at an auction.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought a few of these, as many as I could get my hands on. But they're anyway. I was trying to get it to work, but it's a little bit delayed, so it's tough for me because when I move it, it takes like maybe a 10-second count before it shows up on your screen. So I can't, or mine, so I can't really tell where I'm at. So I'm just trying to find something other than the bathroom floor to focus on here.
See, there you go, guys. It's not my bathroom floor. It is Value Hunter's bathroom floor. And so you sold me, I'm sure most people don't know, but you sold me quite a bit of silver certificates, right?
Yeah, I was looking for somebody to take all of those off my hands.
I don't think I took all of them, right? I think I took maybe a quarter.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I had a big stack of them, and just when I see them come up at like, I don't know about what you paid, right? Like I'll see them at auction, and I'll just buy them, and then I just end up with the star notes and things like that I'll pull out of them and try to flip or put in my collection or whatever. And so I saw you on an online chatting option that you were looking for some, and so that's why I hit you up, and yeah, you picked them up. I appreciate it.
Clever Coin.
Right.
Fred wants to get on. Can you tell him how to get on?
Who? Sorry. Yeah. So just click the link, and then hopefully you have a Windows computer or an Android phone, and you can just go ahead and jump on the Hangout link, and then you'll jump on, and you can join us. So do you, Value Hunter, do you purchase stuff, or do you just, whenever you find something you collect, you pick it up and you try to flip it, or like do you have connections and stuff like that?
No, so I've been asked to put a video out by a couple of my subs. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I've been a little bit of a purist, right? A little plata pura. I'm trying to do things like the old school way. I figured that the people that would subscribe and watch my videos are probably really interested in the content because they're not getting anything for free.
Right.
There's no giveaway. There's no, so it's going to be relevant to my audience. And I may change that. Like I'm at probably a couple hundred subs right now. So I might do like a giveaway at some point, but I've just been organically over the last few months kind of, trying to put some content together. And, this is actually my first live stream. So I have nobody's heard my voice other than on the video. Right. So you can't edit this. This is just, I figured I'd jump on cause you're one of my original, kind of, guys in the community that I was communicating with, outside of just, putting my stuff out there. And for me, I do buy bullion. I've been buying since the, kind of like the early to mid 90s. I actually started with gold, and I was buying gold starting in about 1993 and transition. And in 2008, when the economy collapsed, I had a big impact on me as a business owner at that time. And so I basically took my entire stack, silver and gold, unloaded it at that point. And then I've started over starting in about 2013. But I also have coins that I've held on to that are collectible, like non-gold and silver coins. But I do it a little bit differently than most people. Like, I've been tempted. You guys have suckered me in a little bit, I want to say, to buying the Queen's Beasts and things like this because of all the videos I watch.
Right. No, that's definitely me too, dude. I remember when I got into stacking, like I was just generic only. I wouldn't even want to pick up Eagles because they were too much high premium. And then the more I got into it, I see the point of buying a more expensive, premium coin, that's way over spot that I couldn't imagine buying when I started. I'm just gonna say what's up to North Country Off Grid, Meto Man, who else I saw someone else on. Alejandra, yeah, this is a Mexican Libertad. So this coin is from Mexico. That's why it says Plata Pura.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever run or
Mr.
find
Monkey Swag asked if I was buying gold when it was $300 an ounce. It was actually less than $300 an ounce, and I used to get my paycheck, and I would go every month and buy. In fact, I worked in a sales environment in the mid and late 90s, and they were always trying to give away spiffs. Like the sales managers were trying to entice the guys that sold to sell more. And so I talked them into giving away as a spiff a gold coin at the end of every month to whoever the top salesman was. And I busted my rear end every month to try to get that. I actually think I got about 10 or 11 1 ounce gold Eagles or Krugerrands from like spiffs back in the day, from like sales spiffs.
right.
But so I've been a stacker, kind of a stacker and a believer in that, in the sound quality and the hedge against inflation, and a store of wealth as far as gold and silver for a really, as it turns out now, a really long time. It feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah. If you ever run into a 1993 Libertad, let me know. That's the year I was born, and I would love to have one of those, man.
A 93. Okay, I'm writing it down, man. I've got a bunch of 80s. Let me look, because I pulled this one out of a box of them. I got 82, 83, 85. No 90, no 90s versions or earlier. But was it Mr. Monkey Swag 2.0 was saying that there's a minute ago in the chat, he was saying that there's some varieties on these Libertads. I know nothing about them other than just using them as a method to stack.
Yeah, no, if anyone has any questions, run them by Mr. Monkey Swag or Mr. Monkey Swag 2.0. He knows so much about everything. He knows like key dates. He knows, this guy's like crazy. He knows so much about so many different things. When International Stacker was live in Egypt, he was like, oh, is that this specific statue, or is this specific place? And he would just know so many things, dude. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love people that are like a wealth of knowledge like that. It's just it's like a walking encyclopedia. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
knowledge is power.
Definitely. Feline Fans, I collect series. I have Platinum Line. Oh yeah, dude, check out Feline Fans, his YouTube channel. He has the Platinum Line from the Queen Beast. I think he has a 10 ounce, and he has a lot of cool coins and a cool channel. Yeah, that guy's awesome. Silver Chimp, I'm working on my I can't wait for that one. Silver Chimp's working on his Mr. Monkey Swag impersonation. That's gonna be funny. Definitely the man when it comes to knowledge. Yep. Value Hunter, there's a trade for you by Turning Wheels. Did you see that? He wants to trade 1984 for a 1983 or 1985 Libertad.
385. I've got a couple. I'd be happy to, man. You got it, Turning Wheel.
Yeah, Fred Gar, dude. I don't know what else we can do. If you have Hangouts downloaded on your phone, you should be able to jump into the chat. That's so strange. I guess this isn't the best way to get more people on. I'll see what I can do. Maybe we'll go ahead and try a different way. Value Hunter, have you heard of Discord?
I'm on Discord as well. Actually, my kids use it for gaming, so
right.
I had it for that purpose. And then some of the guys from other channels have chats and have Hangouts on there. So I've been getting into that. One of them, it's pretty popular in the pouring community. So if you're into silver pouring and watching those videos, all of those guys, are really active in, communicating back and forth kind of behind the scenes, and that's how they do it. So it seems to work pretty well.
Right. No, I have a lot of friends that use it for gaming. There's different sections. So if you're playing a certain game, you just hop into that chat room, and then you can just talk to everyone. It's pretty easy, and I like it a lot. But it's kind of hard to get people to download a different application, on their computer, and to go through all that hassle to get them on. I wish this would work a little bit better.
Yeah. It's working for me. So I think it's just a question of like who's used it before or has the app, the Google Hangouts I've used. I think it's fine. It just takes like some getting used to it, and little things like in the beginning when I had that that glitch where I had my my thing going in the background, it was giving a wild echo. But
right. Well, take two is having a little bit more success than take one. We have 31 people on, and if you guys want to roll your dice and see if you can join the chat, I know some people are trying to hop on, but for whatever reason they cannot do that. And Turning Wheels, you can just go ahead and email me, and I'll or email Value Hunter. Do you want to type your email in the chat, Value Hunter?
Sure. Yeah.
And that way, Turning Wheels can go ahead and contact you. 50 pesos, Tre. Silverchimp, ¿tú sabes español? Alejandra, he speaks Spanish very well. Silverchimp does. Make sure to hit that like button. I think there's 33 people on chat, and I only see 8 likes. Again, if you guys want to jump on, try to hit the link, and maybe you can jump on.
Hey, do you happen to have Turning Wheels' email address?
Yeah.
Can you send him my email address and just do it that way? Have him hit me up.
Yeah, definitely. I'll do that. Yeah, don't worry, Turning Wheels. I'll get his email. Emails.
Mr. Monkey Swag asked if that's a bust or a large cent. That is an 1830 small O capped bust with a lettered edge. It does have a repaired hole in it, but anyway, sorry, just asking the question. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mr.
Right, no, don't worry about that. Mr. Monkey Swag, Clever Coin, what's your favorite Vietnamese food? I like he's gonna get mad at me because it's like the most generic one, but pho. I love pho. I think it's great. Fredgar, thumbs up. Thank you, Fredgar. So stacking and prepping, I haven't heard much from you. Are you still here with us?
Yeah, I was just listening to what he was saying. It has a lot of interesting stuff to say.
Yeah, definitely. The chat's going off. If you guys want to join, putting the link again. I just want to see how many people we can get on. But I know a lot of people are trying, but for whatever reason, people are getting a 505 error. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I was getting that the other night when Yankee was doing his with his little one. I think you have to just close out the browser and then reopen it. If you're on a Mac, you got to use Chrome.
Yeah, Chrome. Yeah, I have Chrome too. So I'm pretty much Google's perfect.
I'm on Chrome too. That may have made a big difference, by the way. Because I tried it the first time on Edge, and that's where I was running into problems.
Right, definitely. But yeah, that's crazy. We have 33 people on live. We're just hanging out, talking around. We talked about cryptos, then we talked about a little bit of prepping, which stacking and prepping. We're gonna have him on Thursday. So this coming up Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's Eastern, 9 o'clock.
With the wife, of course.
With the wife. So I'm excited for that. I've never had to interview or talk to 2 people. I'm excited for that. And I can't wait to have you on, Value Hunter, so we can go ahead and talk about stacking gold in 1993, dude. That's the year I was born. So I definitely have a ton of questions, and we can do that in a longer form, just you and I. And if you have anything that you want to, let the people know.
Yeah, I'll tell you how I got started in stacking. Actually, I transitioned into kind of the investment world and doing communications and working for metals and mining and other extractable commodities companies. And at that time, a buddy of mine was involved in a multi-level marketing gold company that paid you in gold coins. They paid you in 1/10 of an ounce gold coins. And like, you got to bring people in. And like, I just, I was a kid and I thought it was the best thing. I was like 19 years old. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. I was just like, I get my friends involved and I get free gold out of the deal. And that's how I started stacking.
Dude, I can't wait to get into that. That sounds pretty crazy. I was going to say something and then all I could think about was like MLM per gold. Like what? Oh yeah. I know there's not too many people, or at least that I'm aware of, that invest quite a bit of money in mining shares or mining companies. And I kind of do. I have quite a bit of money in some mining, some mining stock. in different some like the GDX and the GDXJ, which are like the kind of what's the word I'm looking for here, ETF for the mining, right? The mining sector. Yep. And I have quite a bit in that, and some on other smaller mines or companies that do mining, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's the key is I'm like really a more qualitative guy. So when I look at stuff, I think it has to do. There's a lot of technical traders out there. The Bitcoin guys, it's wrought with that. I mean, they're trying to trade in and out, and there's a lot of wealth to be generated that way. But for me, I don't have the attention span maybe that it takes or whatever. I don't know, but I just think slow and steady wins the race, and so. I look for good management teams, and that's really from a business standpoint for me, it's like, who do I want to align myself with for doing work for them, right? And it's the ones that are going to be around and can weather the storms and know what they're doing. And usually, if you find management teams that have done it before, those are the guys that know how to do it again, right? So you find guys that have big gold discoveries or know how to successfully bring a mine into production. Then they get bought out or they sell the company. You follow them around because they're going to do it again in their lifetime. That's just what I've, my experience has been.
Right. Definitely. It's almost like you're partnering with these companies. I know that might sound dumb, but that's kind of how I see it, right? You want to know, like you said, the management, the debt, and as much information as you can. And I know there's like pretty annoying and people don't really want to or do that heavy lifting, right? Because it takes time to go ahead and do research on the management, to do research on the books, to do research on the exploration and so on and so forth. But especially if you're putting some money into it, it's best for you to do your research. Soldier 76, what's going on, bro? Do you want to jump on? The link is right there. Let's see if we can get you on. Urban Lifestyle, how's it going? I think that's pretty much Sergeant Silver. Champ is trying to get you to box. I think we have a promoter. So where is he? Silver Chimp is a boxing promoter, I think. So it's pretty funny.
That's Don King's handle, Silver Chimp.
Dom King, yeah. Lincoln DBZ, what's going on, man? DMZ, sorry. Whoa, lots of wrenches out there. I know Talking Bullion. I think I'm gonna. There's like half of the people in chat have wrenches. We'll see what happens.
Hey, so Clever Coin, so tell me maybe and stacking and prepping, how do you guys go about building your stack?
Do you want to go first? Or?
No, you can go ahead and go first. Stacking and prepping, I'm reading the chat.
We've only been doing it for about 5 months. I think, because it's so soon, it's hard to say how we really have what our plans are, but we're kind of trying to, get as much as we can for right now as close a spot that's government minted.
So you're buying mainly like bullion that's U.S. mint bullion, like Eagles or other government?
Well, it could be any government. It's just we're trying to stick to government for right now. It's kind of we're just trying to feel as to what we want to get ourselves completely into. It's kind of like we're experimenting right now, I guess you could say.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's some drama in the chat, like always. Why do you guys time out Trey? Why? Kendall Kid? What'd she do? Everyone wants a wrench right now. But yeah, I think that's best for most people stacking. That the lowest risk, right, is definitely you want government issued bullion from a reputable country, it be United States or whatever country you're in, right? Would be best. For me, it's definitely a percentage of my income, monthly income. I had some money in savings and I kind of poured most of that, not all of it, but a good chunk of it into silver. So I started maybe 6-7 months ago. I don't remember the exact same day or the month even, but I've racked up quite a bit of ounces for my, like, not even a year. I think I'm almost at 350 or a little bit over 350. So it's just that. It's just, but I'm always stacking cash, right? I like to push that on people. Make sure you have some cash for emergencies. If it's in the bank, if it's in your mattress, if it's buried in your backyard, I think it's definitely important for you to have cash for emergencies. You don't want to have, $10,000 of silver and then your car breaks down and you need $1,500 to fix whatever it is. You want to make sure you have cash for certain emergencies.
Someone just joined on.
Let's see, who do we have? Oh, is it Corn?
Corn is on.
Holy crap, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you guys off. I hope you guys understand. Stacking and prepping. I'm gonna have you on Thursday. We'll keep in touch, all right, my friend?
Awesome. Thanks, bud.
Yeah. See ya.
You guys take care.
All right. Thank you, Value Hunter. We'll keep in touch too. Do shoot me an email. I would love to have you on so I can give you the time.
Thanks, man.
And I really appreciate all you do, dude.
Appreciate you too. Thanks, bro.
All right. Peace out. Corn, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh my
Can you
goodness.
hear me?
Dude. Absolutely. Look at what I did, Corn. I kicked everyone out so I can dedicate all my attention to you.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. We have Corn in the chat. Thank you so much for doing this, dude. You're honestly a legend in my eyes. Like I said to you before, you're an important part of this community. You are needed. I hope you don't go anywhere. You're a motivation for me, dude. You're a hero, man. Thanks for jumping on.
Well, I'm, my wife and daughters, they're asleep upstairs, so I can't talk real loud, but so try not to get me going too much tonight, okay?
I'll do my absolute best. I'll definitely do my absolute best. So how are you doing tonight? Did you spend a lovely Thanksgiving with your family?
Oh yeah, we had a pretty good time. We went and saw a Christmas musical last night, and of course, trying to make 4 daughters and your wife happy all at the same time, boy. If you can do that once or twice in your lifetime, oh, you better grin real big because it don't happen very often.
Right. And this Thanksgiving was one of those times?
Well, I wouldn't. It was close as I've been able to get in quite a while. So one of them, we were out of town. And I drove 4 hours to get back home today, and we were out of town, and I was wanting, one of my daughters and her friend had to sleep in the room with me last night, and I'm a real big snorer, and one of her friends that was with us coughed all night long. So between her coughing and me snoring, didn't nobody get any sleep.
Right.
So then they woke me up around 7 o'clock, 6:30, I think, or so, and told me that we were leaving, and I wasn't very happy because I didn't get any sleep. So it is what it is, but I'm going to sleep good tonight, though.
Oh, I hope you do get some rest. I feel like crap if I don't get at least a good quality sleep. I know that's how it goes. I think Silver Chimp just banned or timed out Seduced by Silver. Silver Chimp, you're gonna get your blue wrench taken away if Seduced by Silver is mad. Don't be timing out ladies, Silver Chimp.
I hear mine upstairs. They're still running around, so.
Oh, so that means
not asleep yet.
Yeah, they're not asleep yet.
Mm-mm.
That's great. So how you been, Corn? Everything well? Everything good?
Well, I'm always involved in some sort of controversy. So between that, it is as good as it can be. When I about 3, 4, 5 days ago, I can't remember now. I had made a video saying I was going to take some time off, and of course, what you plan on doing and what actually happens are 2 different things. And of course, we all know what happened the other night with my live stream and what happened on Sal's, stream and everything. And the problem with me is I'm not real good with my words. I'm just not. I never have been because I'm just that way. I'm going to tell you what's coming out of my mouth right then and there. I don't sit and try to critique myself. You either love me or you hate me, one of the two. And you pick which one you want. But right. I'm not going to be somebody. The one thing that you'll never have to worry about with me is what I think. Right. I'm not going to tell you a lie. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about something, and you either like it or you don't. But you're never going to have to wonder. I wonder what Corn thinks about it. I wonder what he really thinks about it, because Corn's going to tell you. He definitely is. So don't ask me if you don't want to know. That's the way I like to say it.
No,
just don't ask Corn.
Yeah, and I definitely respect that, especially nowadays. People don't really speak their minds. They hold their tongue, or they lie, right? They agree with the narrative because that's what's going to get them likes. That's what's going to get them views. That's what's going to get them to progress or whatever they want. But for you, it's definitely refreshing for for someone to speak their mind regardless of what the consequences are, right? You know your truth, and for sure, for one thing I know, from watching your content is you're genuine, right? And your intentions are pure. As far as I can see, like nothing.
Well, absolutely. I mean, what good would it do for me to get on here and lie to anybody? It doesn't make any sense. You know, the thing of it is, the things that I've actually said to people in here, when it's dealing with silver or gold or whatever it may be, you know, in the long run, people have come back to me and said, Corn, you know, I thought you were full of it, but now I see you were telling me the truth. But, you know, and that's the thing about it. The truth will come out one day.
Right.
You know, so you know, you can get angry at me all you want, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, a lot of it's from my own personal experiences, you know, so I know what it's like to do it. You know, everybody's going to have, there's always going to be an exception to any rule, you know.
Right.
There's going to be people that have something that's going to turn out good for them. But I'm speaking for the vast majority of people. There are going to be there's a lot of pitfalls in stacking precious metals. There really are. There are wolves out there. There really are. There's people out there that will take advantage of you.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
When I started, go ahead.
Let me jump in just really quick, because that's how I started. I listened to, you know, Peter Schiff, who's a pumper, and I didn't know he was pushing his metals. I heard what he was saying, and I agreed with it. But it turns out that he owns companies that sell the metal, and that's how I got in the door, right? And which is good, because I didn't put too much money in it, and I found channels like you, and I found actual like good people, right, that don't have anything to gain from me investing or putting my money in gold or silver. But these people are out there and they're pushing this narrative, and they can get hurt. They can get, you know, it can end really poorly.
Absolutely. And you know, the thing of it with me is I've already made my living. You know, I have enough for me personally to live the rest of my life comfortably.
Right.
You know, I worked hard. I grew up very poor, and
Right.
I worked very hard, and I got to where I'm at today. And I helped a lot of people become millionaires. A lot of people don't know that about me, because I don't tell a lot of people this.
Right.
But back in my days, I have made many millionaires out of people. I taught them how to do what I did. I taught them how to fish. You know,
Right.
I don't do so much of that anymore, because I noticed that one thing about it is not everybody was meant to be a millionaire. I've watched my friends, some of them that I helped make a lot of money, you know, about kill themselves with drugs and women and alcohol and everything else. Some people cannot handle money.
Right.
They use it in the wrong way. So I quit doing that. I quit helping people years ago when it comes to that kind of thing now, you know, because the way I looked at it back then, it was either me give them, I come from very poor people, and it's either me give them money out of my own pocket, or I teach them how to fish for themselves. So I would teach my family and friends how to fish for themselves, but I watched a lot of people go down. I mean, owe the money to the IRS because they spend every dime instead of, you know, saving back money to pay their taxes and stuff with, and get themselves in a whole lot of trouble. And I said, you know, it's very depressing for me, because I saw what money actually did to many people. Well, very few people can handle a lot of money.
Yeah, I agree 100%. First of all, I remember you writing a comment saying that you were talking about, or you mentioned this, right, that you built essentially a great life with hard work and without taking advantage of anyone. And people were telling you not to say that, and that blew me off. Like, I was so pissed off. I was like, you should be proud of what you accomplished and how many people you helped. And if someone is in their good mindset like me, I'll use this as motivation. If he could do it, then that means that I have a chance, right? So don't ever feel like you have to censor yourself because people might say no. I'm sure you know, but I think money just shows you who you really are as a person, right? If you're a horrible person and you have $10 million in the bank, you're gonna be more of a horrible person. And if you're a good man and if you have $10 million in the bank, I think it just, you know, it shows you who you really are when you don't have to play nice anymore.
Yes, indeed. You know, the thing of it is, though, here's what you'll find out most time when you're telling your story. With any story, if the person doesn't like you, or if the person has ill intent for you, they can take anything you say and they can spin it in any kind of direction they want. And they have with me many times, you know, and it's not just on YouTube. I've had it happen in my real life. You know, were family and friends that weren't happy with my success. You'll find that when you become successful,
right,
that a lot of the people, you're going to have people that all of a sudden they want to be your best friend, and then you have some that just hate you for your success, you know. And I have found over time that you really can't talk much about your success. If you do, there's going to be somebody out there that's going to think that you're bragging about it, or you know. Now you can brag about you can talk about being poor and all these things all you want, and no one will ever think anything bad of it. You know, you're talking about your hard luck stories and all that, and people won't think so bad of you. But you start talking about your success story, and you're going to have a lot of people out there that are going to want to, you know, say all kind of nasty things about you. That, you know, you're just bragging, you're just flaunting it, or you're just doing this and that. And no, it's not that. You know, if you actually knew me, you knew me personally, and you knew my friends would tell you I'm one of the most generous men that you'll ever meet. I have helped many, many people in my lifetime. I really have, you know, and that's really, to me, that's been my success, is the fact that I have come from poor people, and I've been able to take my success and help my family out and take care of my mama. You know, my mama was a widow when she was 22 years old, and she was raising me and my little sister.
Wow.
And so she never remarried. And so now I'm able to give her back what, you know, all the sacrifice she did for me and my sister in those years. You know, 22 years of age and a widow and never marrying again, never experiencing a relationship like that, you know. And to me, she gave herself up, her whole life up for us, for me and my sister. And so now I'm able to give back to my mama and to take care of her. She don't care. She don't have a care for anything. I take care of all her needs for her. And I pride myself on that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
like
a lot of people want to take me and make me out to be some monster. I'm really not a monster. I'm an old man who's married, has 4 daughters that I take care of, and I take care of my mama. You know, I do. I take good care of her. And so you can say whatever you want about me, but you know, it don't matter anymore. It really don't. You know, people are going to say what they're going to say. That's just the way it is.
yeah, no, but just that story you told just gave me the chills. Like saying that your mom, you know, was a widow at 22, and you essentially were the man of the house from whatever age that was, and you've worked hard and gave her a life that, you know, she's blessed with, and you're doing the same with your family. I don't see how anyone can say anything negative, and if so, those people are toxic, and you shouldn't take what they say seriously, Corn.
Well, you know, I have found that there are some men on YouTube that have, you know, that are just that way. Now, I've never experienced anything like that with the ladies. The ladies in our community are outstanding. Outstanding. I mean,
Right.
they are always very good. There are a few men on here, and a lot of them, they are in what I would say cahoots with one another. They have formed an allegiance with one another, and long before any of this other stuff ever happened, you know, that we got a controversy with. They were already, you know, together. A lot of them were. And I have been trying to tell people this for over a year. There are a group of men on here that are thick as thieves. And a lot of people don't understand that they really are. That there's a group of people on here, and they're good friends. A lot of them talk to one another outside of YouTube. And they have the same mindset. And my mindset just does not fit in with them. You know, I'm on a completely different plane than they are. You know, I have a different life than they have, and I think much differently from them. I'm not out here trying to. I'm out here to help people. You know, I want to help other people. You know, why if I've fallen off in a big old hole, and I know there's one out there, the last thing I want you to do is follow in my footsteps and fall off in it too. I want to warn people. I want to help people make better choices from my own bad choices that I have made, you know, some of my failures in life, you know, that I have learned from. I want to pass that on and teach people a better way, you know, and that's my main goal. If you think about all my videos and things I've done, it's either to make somebody happy or to enlighten somebody, you know, or you just teach somebody something that has happened to me personally. You know, but I know, to me, a lot of it, I haven't understood why so many people have gotten so angry at me, other than the fact that I do know that a lot of times my words do come out the wrong way. It's very difficult for me to communicate sometimes exactly what I'm feeling inside. And so, and if you already sort of got a, you know, kind of a negative opinion of me, so you're probably you spin it in a way that it's going to have a negative light. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way it is.
No, yeah, I definitely agree with what you say. We don't necessarily see eye to eye in everything, right? We've had a conversation before. I don't know if you remember, about high premium silver, and at the end of that conversation, I respected what you said, and I understood your best intentions, but we just didn't see eye to eye in that point. But we've never had any argument. We've never had any ill will towards each other. We just I acknowledge what you said. You acknowledge what I said, and I know at the end of the day, like you're right, because that's just your life experience is much more than my life experience. But I'm young, and I think this might, like buying a certain higher premium coin might pan out. And I think you said it's a gamble, right? And I think, yeah, I'm definitely willing to put a small percentage of my stack, which I know you don't like that word, and I would love to touch on that in a little bit, if that's okay with you.
That's
In
fine
higher
with me.
Yeah, in higher premium coins, and we came off with that conversation, or at least I did, with more respect from with you, because you again, I think intent matters, and I know you just want what's best for us.
Well, I look at the younger people coming up, as like I would my own daughters. I want you I want you to have the best experience in life. I want to steer you in a better. All I can do is steer you in a direction. You don't have to go down that path if you don't want to. You can go down the one I went down, and fall in all the holes that the corn fell in, you know.
Right.
And that's just kind of the way it is. The old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So it's just the way it is. I just want to help somebody. That's the reason why I'm on YouTube. I'm not here to make any money.
Right.
Lord knows I'm not.
Oh yeah. But so there was a question. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not. What do you think about the price drop of the? I don't even know what the silver thing is. The ISS. I think that's what they're calling it. What do you think about the price drop?
Well, probably getting on this topic here is somebody going to get angry, and
Right.
maybe
Right.
not in this chat, but somebody would get angry. The price drop of it, I'm glad they did it. I really am. I'm glad they dropped the prices on it. But I wish, like many others have said, that the timing may not have. I mean, if they could have lowered the cost down to, I think from $95 to $77, I think, for the package one. I don't really know what the new numbers are on from the old numbers, but I do know there was a considerable drop in it, and I do think that it is more. Um, it's not for me personally,
Right.
but I
Right.
can see where it would be more appealing to other people at a lower price. I just wish they had thought about this up front. If they had, it just seems to me like there wasn't a whole lot of thought put into it before they revealed it to the community.
Yeah.
I
So I
mean,
have a question for you, Corn, for myself. I'm not a millionaire. I'm 25 years old. I enjoy doing the YouTube. Hopefully, eventually, I would like to have. I love my audience, and I don't really care about size, about how many people subscribers or all that nonsense. But if my audience does keep growing, how can I find a way? Because I don't want donations either, But how do I find a way for like merchandise? If I have a shirt, is that considered taking advantage of people, or?
well, no. Here's what's taking advantage of people when you offering something that is not worth the price you put on it. Then I think, I mean, if you're providing a service at a good price, where you can still make a living off of it, but at the same time you're not price gouging your customers, then I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think the problem comes in is when you're price gouging people, when you're charging way more than what a product should be, in my opinion, should be charged. Of course, I don't really know a whole lot about the gold silver industry. I don't really know what the cost of making the stuff is and how much it would. I just don't know. I
Right.
don't know all that. I don't. But for me personally, 2 ounces of silver for that price is just ridiculous. But like I said, it is something that I don't know a whole lot about, and it's an area that it's never really appealed to me, so I don't really know a whole lot about it. So it's limited knowledge on my part to be able to even talk about it.
Right. No, and I definitely respect that you're admitting that, right? You're not saying that you're telling people, you're letting people know that you don't have all that information of how that works. But 2 ounces of silver should not be, $77. In all transparency, I think it's a cool concept, and I do enjoy most of those channels, and I won't be purchasing that.
I think they would have been better off if they had just made their own channel bars and sold them at a reasonable price. Then I would not have seen anything wrong with it. But $77 for a subscription, monthly subscription, you get 2 ounces of silver, and you don't get to pick and choose what you get. To me, if I'm going to give somebody $77 a month, I want to be able to have some choice in the matter to say, hey, I want this bar or that bar, or whatever it is. And the fact that it's not changing every month, you're getting the same thing over again with some new mark on the back of it. I really don't see how. And in my own, of course, this is all my own personal opinions, and
Right.
I'm not trying to. I don't know how to say this respectfully any more than what I'm saying it. I don't mean anybody any harm, and I hope everything goes well for these people if that's really what they want to do, and they're doing it in the right way, and people want it, let them buy it. But for me, it's just, I don't see the benefit in it. I really don't. But, that's just my personal opinion, and I just hope I don't get a whole bunch of stink started over my opinion. But
No,
I guess
I
we'll
think
see.
yeah, I think you won't especially here in my channel. Most of these people, they're very reasonable people. I think everyone here really enjoys what you say, and are big fans, all 37 watching in chat. There's nothing but kind things for you, Corn. Especially, like I said, in my channel, I don't really have any drama or anything like that I'm affiliated with. But I do really appreciate what you do, Corn, and I've said that before in an email, and I hope you don't go anywhere, because like I said, you're definitely needed. You bring all of us back to a reasonable, train of thought with the silver and gold, right?
Well, the thing of it is, what are we actually doing here? That's what we really need to figure out. Are we here for wealth preservation, or are we here just to party? I
Right.
mean, there's a time for partying, and then there's a time to work.
Right.
And that's the kind of the way I see it. Is if I just see sometimes in the community, it looks like it's more party than it is work. Let me tell you something. Work is where you're going to make you're going to make your best decisions at. It is partying all the time. I got caught up in it too. Last year, y'all saw what I had to sell, and I took a big loss on a lot of it, matter of fact. But you saw what I got myself into with all that highfalutin silver,
Right.
and I only had 170 ounces left to sell,
Right.
and it was a nightmare for me. But I'm not a very good salesman. I was at conflict with it from day one, because I'm against the high premiums, but yet here I am trying to sell this mess to my friends. And so it was very difficult for me from day one to even try to sell it, because I had this emotional, I didn't want to do this to somebody else. I didn't want someone else to be in a position where I was at. It's a very difficult sell if you have any kind of conscience whatsoever, and any kind of you just feel for the people that are buying this mess for the prices they're paying for it. Unless they really love it and they know they're never going to sell it, and they got money to throw away and they don't care, well, then I guess do whatever you want. I mean, see, I'm probably going to be accused of telling people what to do with their money again. But
Right.
I'm trying to say it from my own personal experiences, I guess you say.
Yeah, like for me, that phrase "buy what you like," I don't, at least I don't think I've ever actually said that phrase. I say, and again, I don't think we're gonna agree here, and that's fine. It's buy what you think other people are gonna like.
Well, here's the problem with buy what you like there's such a broad interpretation of it. I mean, I buy what I like, and I like to buy the low premium stuff,
Right.
so, and I like to buy the stuff that I know I'm going to be able to turn one day and make some money off of it, or at least get my money back. Now, if buy what you like is in reference to $30, $40 an ounce silver coins, Lord of mercy, no.
Right. Right.
I'm never going to do that mess again.
Right.
I take it from someone who sold highfalutin silver. I would rather have my teeth pulled out. I really would.
Right. Right. No, yeah. So that's the thing that I think buying what you like can be an easy way for you to lose a lot of money. But I guess it's like almost like a fairy tale, right? To buy what you like and everything will be okay. But the the reality of it, I don't think it works that way. And just so you can have an idea, I don't have that much silver. I have around 350 ounces, and about 45 ounces is the highfalutin silver that you're allergic to. Everything else is generic, dirt cheap, at spot deals, and some American silver seagulls, like you call them. So I take what you say and I take it very seriously, and I feel a lot of people in the community do the same.
Let me take you down a little path here. I see people on YouTube channels, and they're showing the full stacks, and they'll have like these. They'll have 8,000-9,000 ounces of poured silver, and that mess is expensive. That Scottsdale stuff and all that mess. That stuff is up there, and I'm thinking to myself, Lord of mercy, just trying to sell 100 ounces of it. Could you imagine? I couldn't. I mean, I nearly get anxiety attacks from it. It's like, man, they just do not know. They don't understand it. They don't know the nightmare in front of them. One day the light bulb does come on for everybody. Like I have said many times, the light bulb will come on one day, and it's a big shocker when it does. I'm gonna tell you.
No, yeah. But again, I think especially, how can you imagine? So you sold whatever you sold. Can you imagine selling that without the internet, without YouTube? Because I think you unloaded quite a bit on YouTube, right?
It's impossible. It really is. It's impossible without the internet to sell it.
Right.
Especially in my location, when they're wholesaling that mess and they're not gonna give you anything for it. It's a big waste of money to get into it where I'm living, unless you have some way of unloading it. And I hate to sell it. I hate to send it off. I hate to mail it. I hate to sit there and worry about whether or not it's going to get to the right place. Is it going to get lost in the mail? Somebody going to steal it? It's a constant. It's just anxiety all the time for me. And maybe other people are okay with that, but for me, it wasn't good.
Right.
There was nothing good about selling that mess.
No, yeah, definitely. I think it's much harder than people put it to be. For me, like you said, my local coin shop, they give me 50 cents over spot for American Silver Eagle, and I think $1 under spot for the generic stuff. And if I take them a Swan or anything expensive from the Perth Mint, they'll give me below spot for it. So the only way I can make
that's
money.
Exactly what you get. That's what you're going to get most places. And I try to tell people that, and they look on eBay and they see these prices on eBay, but they don't understand the person's got to ship it off. They've got to pay the 13% fees. They've got to haggle with all these people in order to try to sell it. It's a big pain in the rear end. It really is.
Right. And especially if you go on eBay and you see what they're going for, if you go on eBay, make sure you go on sold, so you can actually see when it was sold and what it was sold for. And like you said, you have to account eBay fees, you have to account shipping costs, and then like for you, and I tend to lean towards that, anxiousness for worrying about the package, for did it go right, did someone steal it, are they going to say they didn't get it? There's so many variables that can go into play, right?
I want something simple and easy, and that's not simple and easy enough for me. That's all the way I can say it. I don't know any better way to say it.
No, I think that's it, and that's why gold. And I've said this before, and then again, we might not agree here, but my end goal is gold. For me, I guess I'm playing the ratios a little bit, and I know that might not be best, but if the ratios, and I genuinely right now, short term, I think the ratios might go up. I think that's why I'm not going to be buying any major purchases of silver. My next purchase is going to be a gold 1/4 ounce coin, one quarter ounce, right? I'm not gonna buy, like I was buying 80 ounces of silver or anything like that, just because I think the ratios could go up. But as me, I'm 25 years old, right? So I'm better off holding or playing those ratios because I can wait 25 years, right? So what do you think about that?
You sure you want to know what I think about it?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go back and look through time here. Let's start with 1980.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you're really looking at silver, I know you're looking at the silver and gold ratio. You know, I know a lot of people think that it's something good about it, but to me, I'm looking at the prices of the silver and gold
Right.
throughout history. Just throughout the history part of it. Let's take the ratios out, because I think too many people don't understand. Buy gold if you want gold now. Buy silver if you want silver now. They're converting it over later on. It could play out in your hand. You know, I mean, anything's possible. But the way I look at it is, there's only been 2 times throughout history that it's been really a good time to sell silver. 1980 was a very good time, and we all know why, because of the Hunt brothers and what they did. They tried to corner the market, and they shot silver up to the roof, and some people made out real well then. You know, there's always winners and losers in anything. So those who won, there was more that lost, because there were people that were buying in as you were selling it, or vice versa.
Right.
So there's people winning and there's people losing in everything. And then the next time you saw it was in 2011, and when it went up. Now, if you take out the fact that 1980 was caused by 3 men trying to corner the market, that should have never happened. So that was just pure manipulation of the market.
Right.
You know? So if you take 1980 out, the only time you have throughout history that silver has ever jumped up real high would be in 2011. You know, and there were 30 years between the two. 31 years, I believe, between 1980 and 2011. So yeah, you're right. It could go up, but by the time you figure in, you know, inflation adjustments and all that over time, and your premiums that you're paying on silver, you might break even. You might make a little money. Who knows? To me, it's better. The way I look at it, as long as you're buying your silver close to spot, it don't really matter, because if the US dollar is nothing but monopoly money. That's all it is.
Right.
And there is going to come a day where it's not going to be any good anymore. You know, it's just paper. You know, it's backed by a bunch of debt, you know, that we'll never be able to pay off. You know, there ain't no way you're going to pay it off. So precious metals will always be a value. I just don't know if it's wise to buy it. You know, I look at silver and gold kind of like this. You know, we call it a premium. I look at it more as an exchange rate. You know, I'm going to exchange this phony baloney money that the U.S. government has given me to go out here and buy things with. I'm going to exchange it for silver and gold, and I want to pay the least amount of exchange rate possible, because I want to funnel as much of this phony baloney money as I can into precious metals. Because when the day does come and the dollar does collapse, and they take a whole wheelbarrow of it down to the grocery store, and you still can't buy no bread with it, you'll have more of your silver and gold, because you converted as much of it over. You made the most out of it. I don't know if I'm saying it exactly where I can understand what I'm coming at with that.
I got it 100%. I that, you know, how you explained it, it makes perfect sense. I now see why you don't like the premiums, because it's like exchanging money, right? So if you pay higher premium, then you're still having, I guess, this fiat money is coming out, right? So for me, let me give you an example. Instead of buying an ounce for $14, I buy one for $30, right? And I'm thinking about selling or flipping or whatever, right? And I'm gonna get back fiat, and for you, the fiat is a problem, right? So instead, you're better off just transferring the $30 into the asset, which could gold or silver. It doesn't really matter for this point. But I understood what you said perfectly, and it makes perfect sense, and I understand. And this is something that I didn't understand before.
Well, you know, the thing of it is, you know, another thing that I'm even guilty of this myself is we're constantly talking about silver and gold in the as far as value in US dollars. You know, we're always saying, well, you know, an ounce of gold is worth you know, 1,200 something US dollars. But what we don't understand is when gold and silver, if they ever do jump up, let's just say there's a humongous collapse, like one we've never seen before, and let's just say silver goes to $1,000 an ounce. Would you actually change your silver over for 1,000 worthless US dollars? No, you wouldn't. You know, it's not going to matter. The only thing that's going to matter is that you're holding something that is of value to somebody else that you can exchange for the things you need. You know, so I need to learn, just like anybody else, to not always look at silver and gold as in the value of paper money, because, you know, if we're really looking at this for the long haul, when the collapse does come, because it is going to happen eventually, and you know, that's just the way it's going to be. It's going to happen. It may not be in my lifetime, but it will happen one day. And we're never going to want to exchange our silver and gold for paper ever again once that happens. We'll just be glad that we got as much of it in our possession as we possibly can, because that way we can still buy our bread and we can still, you know, feed our families. And at the end of the day, that's really what it is. So, you know, that's the reason why I don't get into this high premium stuff anymore, because it just, to me, when that happens, when that day comes, I'm not going to, who's going to care if it's a kookaburra, or, you know, or a swan, or, no, it's just going to be an ounce of silver, you know, and how much bread can I get with it?
Right.
Lord have mercy.
No,
You know?
yeah, I understand. And you don't think how there's some doomsday preppers or doomsday people, do you think that's going to happen, or you just think that the dollar is going to collapse?
Well, you again on this subject here, I have my own views about it. Me personally, I honestly don't think that if we see a very big collapse, where it sets us back, say, where we're living like the 1800s again, I don't think many people will live.
Right.
First of all, there'll be many die.
Most people,
because they don't know how to fend for themselves. You know, they really don't.
Well, not even that. Like, I mean, how many people are on medication? You know, how many people have to go see a doctor for dialysis? How many people have, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to fill the prescriptions for, you know, beta blockers or for insulin? You know, just it'd be catastrophic.
Yes, it will be. You know, unless I like to derive a lot of my stuff from Scripture, and you know that I'm a Bible believing man. So I look at it. I know what the end result of this is going to be, and it's not going to be pretty for anybody. It's really not. You know, a lot of people are going to die, and when the collapse happens, because, like you said, you got to have your medication. There are going to be people that are not going to be able. Just the fact that most people don't even know how to grow anything. They don't know how to grow. They don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to trot line. They don't know how to fish. They don't know how to catch a frog. They don't know how to do anything. You know, how in the world they don't even know how to purify water if they had to. And you know, I know how to do all that. I grew up like it was 1920s. I mean, my family was poor. If we didn't grow it, we didn't catch it, or we didn't kill it, we didn't eat most of the time, you know. That's just the way it was. So that's how we grew up. And I know the river is my refrigerator. I can go out there and catch me a mess of fish, and I can eat. You know, I can go out there in the woods and kill me a deer, and I can eat. You know, and when those days come, it's going to be, can you feed yourself? Can you protect yourself? You know, and the silver and the gold, I just don't see how that's going to be much good when society is gone. You know, if there's no bartering system available, because everybody don't have anything to barter, because very few people, especially in my location where I live, even thinks about precious metals. They don't have anything. They're living day to day. They barely have enough food in their refrigerator to make it a week.
Right. No, and I see that here, especially in Southern California. You just see people consuming as much as they possibly can without thinking of their future, not taking care of themselves, maxing out credit cards, not like, especially me, like people my age, they can care less about, you know, the gold and silver, or, you know, having skills to, like you said, fend for yourself if something would happen, you know.
Well, you think about it. There's over 300 million people, and just in the United States alone, how many of them you actually think has a significant amount of precious metals that they'd be able to do anything with? Very few. Most people don't even know it's money.
Right.
You know, they just don't. There was a time before they were born. You know,
yeah. No, I think you're 100% right on just about everything. There's some things that we don't see eye to eye, but again, you have the experience and you've been through it. So I take everything you say seriously, Corden, and I hope you don't go anywhere, and I hope you go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. Because like I said, you're definitely needed, and I now understand why you were feeling this kind of pressure from, you know, if you were feeling this pressure from a giant channel like that, you know, that must have been tough.
Well, you know, I've developed some thick skin over the year. I've been on YouTube. You know, this is not my first time. You know, experiencing negativity. I've had it happen many times. People like to, for some reason, I don't know what it is, they just love saying things about me on other channels. They have for a long time. And I tried, even with what happened the other night, I wasn't, the funny thing was, at the time, I didn't even know that the man was part of the syndication. I really didn't. I just thought he was endorsing in it.
Right.
It wasn't until hours later that I realized that he was part of it. And then I realized why he got angry at me. Because he looked at it as I was attacking him because he was part of it. When in all actuality, I was upset because I thought he was just endorsing this. So your perception, that, and I can, me and him have already apologized to one another in emails and stuff. We've made up over it because, your perception is your reality, and he was perceiving me as attacking him because he thought I knew all that. I had no, I had told everybody that I was getting off, I was going to get off YouTube for, over the holidays, and I had no plans to get on there. And I had received a few private messages through my YouTube app. As I was answering one of them because I didn't know what the man was talking about. He was talking about the syndication thing, and I go, I don't know what you're talking about. And while I'm talking to this one, I've been getting ding, ding, ding from 2 or 3 other people in here. Everybody started coming to me about the syndication, and they told me that there was a live stream going on about it, and that I should go over there and listen. So that's what got me over there. I was minding my own business. I was doing my own thing, and it was the community that came to me and told me about this because they know how I feel about this mess. They know that I don't like it. And sometimes you just have to be a voice for somebody that's too afraid maybe, or just don't want to stand up for themselves because they don't want to take the heat. And they know I don't mind doing it. I don't mind taking this heat from people. I don't want to see my friends on YouTube have to go through what I have gone through, the hatred that I have received for standing up for myself and standing up for this community. Because I don't blame them. There are people out there that don't want to have to deal with it, and they need someone like me that will do the talking for them, take the heat for them, take all the the trash talking for them, and I don't mind doing it because I've already been down that road many times, I really have.
Right. Well, I'm glad to hear that you guys work things out and on privately, and that's good, right? You don't want any of that ill will or negative energy out there. So I'm glad that you guys cleared that up. But yeah, I missed all of that. I wasn't on his stream or your stream, so that's why I just emailed you, make sure that you were doing well.
Well, yeah, I'm staying in contact with some of my friends here on YouTube. I haven't really made my mind up whether or not I'm going to ever produce any more content. I hate to say that I'm never coming back because I know me well enough to know I'm very stubborn. I may stay off for 2 or 3 months and say, you know what, I'm missing my friends. And I'll get on there and I have also such good intent. I want to come back. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to do nice things for people and make people laugh and enjoy the time with one another because our time here on this earth is so short. We should enjoy each other's company. But it's not long before I find myself in another controversy. It's just, for me, I just can't help it. If I see something that looks kind of, I just have to say something. I don't really want to say too much because I know that the enemies are probably going to hear this and they're going to twist something in my story. They always do. And before I'll have a new controversy going.
I think especially in my channel, I don't think that would happen unless even then, like, they can deal with me. I'm not scared of any controversy. I don't think you've said anything that should offend anyone. And if they get offended, then, that's their business because you've been nothing but respectful on here. And you haven't said anything to offend anyone. And so just feel free to speak your mind. Again, I know where your intentions are coming from. And I think, intentions are very important. And all you've been saying is that you want what's best for people watching. So I don't understand how anyone could say anything otherwise.
I don't know why anybody would want anything but the best for you. You're my friends, I want what's best for you. I really do. I want to see everybody be successful in life. I want to see everybody have everything they need in life. I want to see people achieve their dreams.
Right.
That's what I really want, you know. And if I see you getting ready, you know, make a mess up, you know, and say, hey, I can say, hey, you know, I did that. I tried that already. Let me show you what works, you know, and so that I can help you, you know, remove some of that out of your life. That's what I want to do. I want to see, you know what makes Corn happy? What makes Corn happy the most is when I see my friends achieve their dreams. When I see them become successful, when I see them smile and feel good about themselves because they have done what maybe somebody told them, you're never going to be worth anything. You know, that's what they told me. They told me, they said, Corn, you're going to be dead or in prison by the time you're 21 years old. You ain't worth a damn. You're just like your daddy. You know, and I was told that from the age of 6 up until, you know, years. And you know, and I nearly allowed that negativity to destroy me. You know, so I know what negative, you know, criticism can do to a person. It nearly put me in an early grave. You know, so if I can provide any knowledge and any wisdom to anybody in my own personal experiences to help the young people, especially, you know, to go on in life, that's really what I want to do. So
Right,
it's just
right.
me.
No, and I second that to the best of my abilities. I'm much younger than you, but I hope people can portray my authenticity, and I'm just genuinely wish everyone to be better off. That's all I want as well. But you've lived through it, and you've made people very wealthy, and you've helped out. You know, who knows how many people? I can only imagine if this is how you are on the internet. I can't imagine actually being friends with you. So again, I don't understand how. I mean, I get it, because especially nowadays you're not supposed to say what's on your mind. you know
Well, there's a lot of what I call snowflakes. They're
yeah,
very delicate. They got very tender ears, and you can't, you know, they just, you know, the thing that's really funny for me, you know, the really funny thing is I got one or two people out there that hate me only because of my silver videos. Because, you know, I did kind of shed a negative light on the high premiums, and well, you've heard my videos, you know how I feel about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I'm talking hate me with a passion. I mean, they'll get on there and make me out to be Jack the Ripper, you know. And I'm thinking, Lord of mercy, over my silver videos, you're gonna hate me like that? You know, it's like this is a crazy world we're living in.
Yeah, but we know. I think that person's in his mom's basement or something.
Yeah, I think he's still living down there in Mama's basement. I don't, you know, I don't know. I don't talk to boy anymore, so I don't really know if he's gotten out of Mama's basement or not. But you know, I don't wish any ill. I love the boy. I mean, I took him in like he was my son, you know, and then he treats me like that. You know, it hurt me, and it still hurts. But you know,
Right.
I'll get over it. You know, just like, you know, I mean, it is what it is. That, you know, in the end, he is going to be the one that suffers from all the the hatred that's in his heart. I don't have any hatred for him.
Right,
You know,
right.
I really don't. I don't wish him anything bad on him. But I think, you know, sometimes I want to ask him. I say, so would you be happy if everybody on YouTube, everybody in the community felt the same way about me as you do? Would that make you happy? Because sometimes I'm thinking that's really what he wants. He wants everybody to feel the same way about Corn as he does. You know, and maybe that'd be the only way to get me off here is everybody hating me. Lord have
No,
mercy.
for every one of those, there's probably like 99 of other people. Like Seduced by Silver. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Hey,
Look at
good
all these
night.
people in
Good
chat,
night,
man.
Seduce. Good to see you on here.
Everyone is having a great time. Everyone's look at Jim Bob all the way from Australia. Like whenever I see things like that, that blows my mind. So it's just that's how we're programmed, right? If we have we see the negative because we needed that to evolve. You know, the negative stands out because it's life or death essentially. But now we just have to learn to look at the positive. Like look at this chat. Everyone in this chat loves you, Corn. Everyone in this chat appreciates you, and including myself, and you know that.
Well, you know,
So
I love you. I love you guys a whole lot too. You know, you make me happy. You know, y'all, you really do. A lot of y'all, I look forward to seeing your comments. It makes me grin so big. You know, I really do. I enjoy it. I enjoy my friends, and I enjoy spending time with you. You know, but you know, I guess part of me is it does. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm human, and when people attack you the way they do, it's almost as if they're trying to, you know, just trash your name, you know, and all the good things you do, You know, and then you got someone out here trying to tear it all down, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, why would they want to tear down something that I'm trying to do? I'm just trying to help people. And it does hurt. I mean, maybe it shouldn't hurt me, but it does, you know, that's just kind of the way I am, you know. So, you know, if I could ever get past maybe not feeling any pain anymore, then I wouldn't be human. But it does hurt. I'm not gonna lie about it.
No, definitely, and that's what makes you, you know, you. So, no one wants to change you, or no one's saying that it shouldn't hurt. But it's just know that we're behind you, and for every one of those people that is making you feel that way, there's hundreds that, you know, want nothing but the best for you, and those people are damaged. You know, that's not a normal thing. For you to get offended about someone's opinion, to that extent, it's definitely not a healthy thing or not a normal thing, right? So if anything, just see them like almost as they're not, I guess I might get some flack for this too, but damaged, right? Like they're not emotionally okay. And if anything, that makes me want even you know, feel empathy towards them, you know. So I don't get offended or I don't get angry, or but again, that's me, and we're not the same, and we're all different.
Well, you know, I'm a very passionate man. When I believe something so strong, I mean, I know I can come across as you know, maybe an asshole. I don't know, but I probably shouldn't have said that on YouTube, but I did.
No, it's okay.
But you know what I'm saying.
Asshole. You're good.
But you know what I'm saying, though. I'm a very passionate man when I'm on certain topics.
Right, right.
Things I believe in so bad. So when I'm talking or when I'm chatting to somebody, I can see where they could see me as being overbearing, maybe, but it's really more as just my passion for things, you know.
Right, right. But even then, I think that has to do with the lack of confidence on their end, right? Because if you're so passionate about this and it's making me feel insecure, so I like, you know, I get angry at you, you know, that's not good. If you're passionate about something and if I believe in something else, we can disagree and respect each other. But for me to attack your character, that means that I'm not confident about what I believe, or I'm not 100% sold on my idea.
Well, you know, yeah, I don't really try to figure out why they do the way that the things they do to me. I just shake my head and go, Lord have mercy. It's just a crazy world we're living in. That's really all I can, you know, it's just what it is. It's a crazy world. People, the one thing that I have noticed is that people do not have the ability to handle anything anymore. It's like they're so delicate. They can't handle any opposition anymore. It's like they got to go to the safe place all the time. You know, yeah, more kids are getting on medication because the nerves are shot and then depressed or this or that or whatever. You know what? Hell, when I was a kid, I get on the damn school bus, 6 years old, and boys wouldn't let me sit down. The bus was driving down the road, bouncing me all over the daggum place. No one would let me sit down. Oh, Lord of mercy. If I was that kid nowadays, I'd have to be put on some medication for it because I couldn't handle it. You know, to me, it just seems like we're creating more and more sissies. You know, more. You know, they can't handle anything. You know,
Yeah.
and to me, it's crazy. It's a crazy world. Lord have mercy, it's crazy.
It's definitely made us. It's not good for sure, right? Especially like I said, I'm in Southern California. I'm sure you can only imagine. I see some things and it's just crazy. I'm definitely not a part of that. I don't associate myself with that. But I know friends like that have lost connections, lost jobs, lost like their lives almost for going ahead and voicing their opinion, you know. And that's not okay, and I agree 100%. This, I think it's too easy. We're soft, and I'm putting myself under that umbrella, right? As a millennial, I don't know how it feels to be at war. I don't know how it feels to be cold. I don't know how it feels to be hungry. Like these are things that I haven't experienced, and for me, I see that as being grateful, right? I'm just grateful for that, and I understand that I need to work on certain aspects. Just because you, like we said, we never know what's going to happen, but it's definitely not okay to give everyone a participation trophy and all that stuff. And North Country is on. What's your opinion? My opinion is Corn is the man. But yeah, I'm just like I'm just so happy that I got you on, Corn.
Well, you know, I hate to get off here, but my wife just texted me and she said, Corn, You're too loud.
Okay. No.
Oh,
Again, Corn, you're great. Please, I mean, you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do, and like I said, I'll respect and encourage and help you out the best to my abilities with whatever you're gonna do. And if you ever need anything, I'm here for you. And I know all you want is nothing but the best for the people watching. And like I said, this chat knows that as well. So I mean, I wish you the best, my friend.
well, I do the same for all y'all too, and I appreciate the kind words. And I know who my real friends are, and I love every one of you. You know,
Yeah.
I never forget a kind word, a kind deed. It always sticks with me. And I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. All y'all that have been so good to me. You know, especially through. You know, I know I'm not perfect. I know I mess up and say things sometimes that's just not maybe politically correct or whatever. But you know, y'all have so much compassion for me when I do slip up and make a mistake. And I love that about y'all. I love that you have that unconditional love for me, and I have the same for you. You know, and I do appreciate everything, all the kind words. I do so much. I mean, it lifts me up, makes me feel more better for sure. And I'm so thankful that I got on here tonight. I didn't know I was going to be able to or not, because my family, they're loud, you know, they're really loud, and especially this time of night, they get crazy.
Right.
But
Just before you go, I have someone I read a comment a long time ago saying that we should start a live stream and like, you know, coast to coast, but with Corn and Clever Coin. So I mean, clearly I would love to do that. Yeah, I assume you're too busy, but if you ever want to come on again, please just let me know. I'll love to have you whenever.
you know, I would definitely come back on again. It's just we have to make sure that I'm in a quiet place away from my family, because they, you know, she'll be in here. She'll break something. She'll have me I have to get my screwdriver out and fix it. And then we pulled the Christmas tree down and out of the attic, and it's all torn up. None of the lights worked on it. So, you know what I had to do with it? I had to put it in the back of my truck. I got to take it to the dump tomorrow, and I got to go buy a new one. There's always something crazy going on around my place. Lord have mercy.
But that keeps it fun or stressful, whatever you want to call it. People are calling it Clever Coin live stream, Clever Corn live stream, hashtag Clever Corn. I would love to have you on again. I'll email you. You can email me whatever time works for you. I'll make it happen on my end. I think the people enjoyed it. Everyone's saying yes. Everyone's saying to come back on. I mean, we're not to coast, but I think our age differences, you know, it's definitely an interesting dynamic that we have between us.
Well, you know, like I have said before, that you're a class act. I enjoy talking to you, and I have, you know, enjoyed all our conversations in the past. Have a lot of respect for you. You have more. I would say more, just everything that for a young man your age. I have seen men twice your age. They don't have near the composure. You're just a class act. You know, I've seen men, you know, that twice your age. They just nothing. You couldn't say anything to them. It's just something else, you know. But I was very impressed with our conversation. I didn't know when me and you first talked, and you know, I told you how I felt about things, how it would come out, you know, how it would be. But I was very impressed with the way you handled yourself when we did have our discussions in the past about silver and gold and stuff. So there's my wife. So
all right. I appreciate those kind words, and I hope you have a great night. Wow, there goes Corn. He came and now he's gone. That was probably the craziest conversation that I had. That was super awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you, Corn, so much for hopping on and just reassuring to us that you are a class act, a great man, and you want nothing what's best for the community. So, I mean, thank you so much for doing that, Corn, and thank you guys so much for watching Lake House Beach. Now I can talk to you guys, Jim, Bob, Trey, David, Turning Wheels, Coin Ring Guy, North Country, Fred Gar. So what do you guys think about that? Would you guys want to see Corn more often? So we can go ahead and talk to Corn. Southside Stacker, finally you made it to one of these. Alejandra, buenas noches. ¿Todavía aquí andas? ¿No tienes sueño? Don't worry about it, Corn. I really appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Ooh, you motivated me. You taught me so many lessons, and I hope we can do this again, man. I think it'd be awesome for us to go ahead and do this. Like I said, I think we both bring different things on the table, and I think people will enjoy it. I don't even know how long I've been live for. I'm just gonna check really quick. An hour. Oh my goodness. It's been a long night tonight. You did great. Thank you so much, Lake House Beach. I appreciate it. That was a little impromptu kind of interview-ish with Corn, my good friend Corn. What a great man he is. I hope you guys enjoyed. I can go ahead and hang out with the chat for a little bit before. I think Corn's gone. He's gonna get it. His wife must hate me. So, but we all love you, Corn. I hope you saw that today in this chat. We had quite a few people on, and nothing but good things for you. So, thank you for that. Fred Gar, thank you. I've seen your comments. I'm sorry I just didn't respond. I just wanted to give Corn all my attention because he's a great man. She said I was. Oh yeah, Corn. She's not gonna like me too much. She's probably trying to go to sleep, and we're over here yelling. Thank you, North Country Upgrade. But I think David said something about his birthday. I don't remember. Let me go up. I'll be turning 62 Thursday. No spring chicken. Awesome. 62 years old. 62 years young. Happy birthday. I'm gonna be going live on Thursday with stacking and prepping, and if you stop by, I'll make sure to give you a birthday shout out and maybe give you a little birthday present, David. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, Jim Bob. Clever Coin is the new Oprah. I don't know about that, Silver Chimp. I don't know about that. Oh, way to go. You're coming back. LOL, Chimp. He's a little corny, but you make entertaining live streams. That's a good one. That's a good one, North Country. Everyone wish North Country happy birthday. His birthday was not too long ago. I think he turned 75, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure you wish North Country Off Grid a happy belated birthday. Big old 75 years old. Yeah, that's also an awesome man right there, North Country Off Grid. Super cool. Super cool, man. I don't know. Redneck Stacker, I don't think I said a shout out to you, man. I'm sorry. I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, happy birthday, North Country Off Grid. Nice. Yeah, I thought so. 75. So that's great. Good night, Alejandra. Alejandra, buenas noches. Si ya te vas a dormir, muchas gracias por venir y hablar con nosotros. So yeah, make sure to wish everyone happy birthday to Chad, big 75 years. Stacking and Prepping, dude, thank you so much for hanging out with me in the beginning of the stream. Same to you, Value Hunter. Stacking and Prepping, I'm excited to have you and Miss Stacking and Prepping on. Value Hunter, I can't wait to email you so I can have you on. I think we can talk a lot about cool. I think we can talk about a lot of cool stuff. Sorry, I've been talking for quite a bit this time. Let's see. Chad doesn't have gray in his beard. He uses Just for Men turning wheels. Come on, we know that. David, ask him. He is 75. Clever Coin, keep up the interview podcasting. It's great. Thank you, Lake House Beach. I really, like I said, I do enjoy this longer format. I just hope eventually it builds into itself to have like a replay value. So I just need to work a little bit more on the structure, but I really enjoy you guys hanging out, and I really enjoy doing them. It doesn't have gray. 2.0, when is your next time you invite people to chat? Mr. Monkey Swag version 2.0, when is the next time I'll invite people to chat? I'm not quite sure. I'm probably going to do in like something spontaneous, but I can DM you on Instagram and we can talk about something if you want to get on, Mr. Monkey Swag. Bye, Jim. Good night. Hugs from Colombia. Yeah, hugs from Colombia. Just for men. Turning wheels. We don't need to point the grades. Looking forward to it and all best. So yeah, Value Hunter, thank you so much for hanging out. I can't believe you guys are still with me. I've been going on for I think almost 2 hours, including my this is the take 2, by the way. So for everyone that bared with me in the first one. Okay. You can just email me, Mr. Monkey Swag, or I'll find a way to get a hold of you, or I'm sure you can find a way to get a hold of me. and and we can talk. Jim Bob says, "No, Colombia." If I'm not working, I'll love to get on. If I'm not, yeah, Lake House Beach. I love to do it. I've said it in other previous ones. To go ahead and just email me, and I have a schedule. I have JT coming up next Saturday, and like I said, stacking and prepping, and I like to do maybe 1-2 of these a week, and I think it's a great way for people to get to know you, and it's a great way for us to get to know each other too. So I think it's a win-win for everyone. I don't get stinking Instagram. Yeah, David. I think Instagram's pretty cool. If you don't get it, maybe try it one more time. It's fun, and I'm on there, and you can see pretty pictures of highfalutin silver, and it's pretty cool. Mr. Monkey Swag, Clever Coin, it sucks, haha. That view image on desktop. Oh yeah, so you can just email me at theclevercoin@gmail.com. Theclevercoin@gmail.com. Coin and ring guy, ha 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 ha. Come back, Corn. I know, Corn. I lost all my viewers because you left. CC, it took you long enough to reply to the shout out challenge, dude. Turning Wheels. I have such there's so many videos that I want to watch, but there's so many, and I watch your stuff, dude. Like I comment on your stuff. So I missed that one, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, dude. But I'm gonna do that video this week, and I love Silver Limey. That guy's an awesome guy too. So I really do appreciate that, the shout out and the kind words. So thank you, and I'm sorry I missed it again. Alejandra, good night. That's what Facebook is for. Yeah, David, I think I might be the only one, but I don't really use Facebook too much. I do have a page on there. I haven't promoted it or anything, but I do have a Facebook page. If you go to Clever Coin and hit the like button and comment, maybe I'll send you a little something, David, if you do that for me, especially because your birthday's coming up, my friend. Lake House Beach, Turning Wheels, and Clever Coin were great together. Thanks, dude. I genuinely enjoy talking to people, so I hope you guys can see that I really do enjoy talking to people. Fredgar, good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope I can get you on next time, Fredgar. If you want to email me, dude, I don't care if you have content or if you don't have content. If you want to get on and talk, I can go ahead and schedule you too, dude. So we can just go ahead and talk whatever you want, Fredgar. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Southside Stacker, nobody uses Facebook. LOL. Dude, Southside Stacker's a boss, bro. I would love to have you on so we can talk about all the controversial stuff, dude. That'd be fun. I do YouTube, Instagram, and occasionally Reddit or Facebook. Yeah, I think Reddit is something that I want to get into next. Jim Bob's Turning Wheels. I was nervous for Coast to Coast. Not gonna lie, but went better than I thought it was gonna go. Yeah, Lake House Beach. I missed that Coast to Coast. My girlfriend, I gave her, she wanted Friday, so I missed it. But I'm sure you killed it, dude. You have great stuff, and you're an awesome guy. So I'm sure it went well. I'm gonna go back to listen to it this coming week when I'm on a run or something. So yeah, dude, I would love to have you on. Fredgar, yeah, please do. Yeah, please do. Don't forget yeah, thanks for the thumbs up, dude. Yeah, we still have 20 people on. I don't know what you guys are doing here. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it a ton. Clever Coin, when is Miss Clever Coin getting her own channel so she can interview her? I'll have her on. If you guys want to have her on, I'll have her on. She's a teacher though. So she's I don't know. That'd be interesting. Let's get her on. I'll let her know. Jim Bob, Southside Stacker. Where's Southside? Right there. Yeah, Southside Stacker. If we get on, it'll be a ton of fun. I'll be co-hosting soon. Ooh, is that foreshadowing Turning Wheels for Coast to Coast? No wonder you and I get along so well. You already know. Cool, David. I downloaded MeWe, but I don't know how to use it. I have no idea what that is. Interview the missus. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'll let her know. She's sassy though. I think someone called her Miss Sassy or something, and that's spot on, man. She is sassy. Yes, get her on. Nice. Turning Wheels. I'll be there. I think you have her on once. Yeah, she did one of the unboxings for the head-to-head videos that I do of the Aztec Dragon versus the Aztec Calendar. I was like, you want to do this unboxing? And she did. I filmed some other stuff with her doing it, but I just haven't had the chance to to edit it and chop it up. But it was fun, and it seemed like you guys liked it. So maybe foreshadowing, says Turning Wheels. She was great. Yeah, she was. The votes are in. You have to get her on. I know, Jim Bob. I do know. I do have to get her on. Trey, you will corn. I'm a big fan. Yeah, she's awesome. Yes, interview. Yeah, anyone email, and I'll love to get you on. I'm starting to need to schedule them in, so the quicker, the quicker. Oh, okay. I do need more female moderators. So let's see here. Let's see. You got it, Alejandra. I lost myself in chat now. Oops. Lake House Beach. Wait, Alejandra is no Lake House Beach. That was not it. I'm just telling the truth, mystery. Damn, that was fast. Yeah, dude. I'm fast, bro. I'm not slow stat. Yeah, you got a wrench. So you have to send me an email with your PO box or an address if you want to receive my gift for my mods. If you ask like House Beach and Southside Stacker and Jim Bob, I send my moderator stuff. So send me an email where you want me to go ahead and send you a little something for being a mod. But I think I'm having way too many mods. Yeah, you're gonna resign. Remove moderator. Southside Stacker is no longer a moderator for my channel. Oh, she doesn't want the gift. Okay. I have a stacking and prepping. You're gonna get your own interview, and on that interview, I will make you a mod. All right, stacking and prepping. I haven't forgot, dude. I got gold first. I know, dude. You're the one and only. The main squeeze, North Country. Clever Coin. I hope you're having. Yeah, U.S. Coin and Bullion Collector. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't recognize your username too much. I hope you have a good time here. We're having some fun right now. And thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate that. David says, I bought a 1999 ASE for $15, not in mint shape AU. I think that's great. $15 for an ASE, 1999. I think that's pretty good. Now, if you can buy a tube of those, that'd be great. I definitely like that purchase, David. I will email, take advantage of the blue wrench. Yeah, everyone wants the blue wrench, but sometimes it just has to go ahead and be spontaneous. Send me thumbs back. Southside Stacker. What about the silver, dude? I send you a dime. Southside Stacker is so ungrateful now that he's not a mod anymore. Oh god. David, doesn't matter the condition. Yeah, especially for that. Oh snap! Am I gonna have to get rid of Lake House Beach for trying to take advantage of me, dude? I might have to demod him too. But I'm the first to be timed. I know. No, sir. This is my first. Awesome, dude. So you missed pretty much the meat and potatoes. I had Pre-33 Collector on and Value Hunter. I had a few other people on, and we were talking, stacking and prepping. Right now, I'm just talking to the chat, so feel free to ask any questions or make any comments, and I'll read them out loud right now. Hello, like, hello, I won the dime from McGaw. Oh, dude, my bad, bro. Well, I usually send out the moderators a dime, but you're right. LOL, Jim Bob, clever one the time. I trust you, and you have the authority to do whatever you see fit. So do what you want to do. Don't forget to mod for Lake House Beach. Oh yeah, right. Oops, I'll keep my mouth shut, Lake House Beach. Nobody asked for a bag and sticker. I can just imagine Southside Stacker grinning right now. Nobody asked for a bag and sticker, dude. Oh man. Oh, Dre's getting the power. I'm fake news. Are those stickers pricey? Southside. I forgot. I am in Azusa. I live around, yeah, Azusa, not Anaheim, not Anaheim. I'm triggered. Southside Stacker, go get your stress ball and turn on your meditation soundtrack and, you know, just go ahead and relax, dude. It's going to be okay. I promise it's going to be okay. This is not a trigger free. This is not a safe zone. Begging for it now. Corn is understand. Southside Stacker, you savage. I'm in Fernando Valley. Oh, dude, that's cool. Yeah, I'm in San Gabriel Valley, dude. I live around that. Yeah, so you're not too far, dude. Don, shoot me an email, man. I would love to chat. Too much for me, Southside Stacker. Dude, Southside Stacker, you're a savage. I'm in Idaho. Yeah, did you kill anything, North Country? I saw your latest video. It kind of ended in a cliffhanger. Am I lying? Are you on the radio? Are you on the radio in real life? Am I on the radio in real life? No, I am not on the radio in real life. Corn is allergic to highfalutin silver stickers. Yeah, I think Corn is a pass for the highfalutin stickers. I love that word, how you pronounce it. Highfalutin silver. Highfalutin. Yes. No. LOL. Corn. Yeah, Corn and Southside Stacker, dude. Those guys are definitely a good time. I should be. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe if I keep doing this longer, I'll get a little better. He hangs out with Joe Rogan in real life. Yeah, I smoke weed with Joe Rogan and go jujitsuing. And go bow hunting. North Country off grid. LOL. Highfalutin stickers. Kookaburra. Kookaburra. Yeah, I don't think I got it, bro. Maybe next time, Jim Bob. I can't wait till I have you on again too. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, man. That was surreal. I feel like you've been like following me for a while, and you're just super awesome. So thank you so much for stopping by, man. I hope you and your wife got to the city or wherever you guys were going safe. And that was awesome. But they're artistic channel stickers. LOL. I would love to sell my shirt to buy stickers. Corner guy, you said you had a face for the dog. I'm gonna do a face reveal at 1,000 subs. I'm calling it now. At 1,000 subs, I'll do a face reveal, and then we'll find out if Coin and Ring Guy was right about me having a face for radio. We'll see. Lake House Beach, thank you so much for stopping by, man. I really appreciate you being a mod and you hanging out, and I can't wait to see your stuff coming out soon. Hello, this chat is great. Yeah, dude, I have the best chats on YouTube. You didn't know? Radio face. Hey, mods, no one blocked that comment. Southside Stacker told me I had a face for radio. Face reveal on Instagram. Maybe, right? Yeah, that's actually a good way to do it. Face reveal on Instagram. There's not too many people that follow me on Instagram. Yeah, man, Southside Stackers is good. It's really funny. Send me a number. I'm a fan of me. Later, Lake 1,000 subs drops 500 risk. 1,000 subs drops to 0 subs. I don't care as long as I have you guys. I don't care how many subs I have. This is a blast. Corn says nude at 100,000 subs. On the comment, that's what Corn says. Say the word clever and he's gone. No, he's fine. He's okay. He's okay. Notice I'm Lord Monkey Swag, my 3rd channel. I have multiple from Dinosaur. Dude, Lord Monkey Swag. Welcome. This is the first time I've seen this one in my channel, I think. So thanks. Dude, so it turns out that I only have 50 subscribers, but Monkey Swag has 450 accounts that is sub to my channel. I get it now. I get it. Oh man. A full body reveal? No, says Coin and Ring guy. I'm with it, dude. I like it. I think he should do it at 100,000 subs. Why not? Oh man, I want to see that full body reveal. I'm sure you can work something out with Corn. Just go ahead and shoot him with email. I'm sure you guys can work something out. I won't go down easy. Oh no. Please, no violence. I don't want any bloodshed in my comment section, please. Oh, well, we've been going for a while, guys. Oh my God, Matthew Pham, he does have. This confirms it. I think, yeah, Monkey Swag has like 400 different accounts that are sub to me, so that's awesome. Oh, it happened. Oh no, what happened? Southside Stacker was timed out by Jim Bob. Jim Bob, what did you do? That was, she said, side side. First face reveal. Oh yeah. I remember that. Jim Bob, what did you do? What did he do, Jim Bob? He has over 1,000 subscribers. He's gonna send a bunch of people to give me thumbs down and to unsubscribe, and now I'm gonna go back down to like 0 subscribers. Oh, so he was wearing a skin mask from an Asian dude. Noted, Matthew. That was pretty cool. Jim Bob, let's rock. That's gross, says Value Hunter. Okay, I think we're just about gonna cut it here soon. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and wait for Southside Stacker to come back to make sure he's not mad. Yeah. Show my face over middle stream. Cool. Well, back from work, ladies and gents. Have a good one. Thank you, Silver Surfer. I don't think I said what's up to you personally, but I'm sorry. I've been reading the comments. I missed you, but I appreciate your content. Make sure to check out Silver Surfer. Awesome dude. And I hope you have a good night, man. Where will we go later, Silver? I don't know, Don. I don't know. Yeah, Surfer. That's also a cool guy, man. Silver Surfer. I mean, everyone here is super awesome. So, there's still 21 people here. I've been on this one for just about 2 hours, and Corn is finally hungry. I'm sure he's gonna go to the lake and kill a fish, in no time. So super awesome. I'm just gonna wait for Southside Stacker to come back because Jim Bob let the power go to his head. Hanging out for 300 seconds. North Country says Southside Stacker isn't hanging out for 300 seconds. He's gone. Lots of leftovers. I wonder what Corn's gonna eat. I wonder what Corn is gonna eat. I assume your GF last name is Nguyen, like most common people. That's a no. Matthew, her last name is not that, but I know a lot of people have that last name. I'm thinking about killing that leftover ham in the fridge. Nice. Yeah, I'm guessing it's Nguyen too. Nope. James, you are mistaken. LOL Corn. Dude, what's going on, James? I hope you're having a good evening. We're just wrapping up here. I want to see if someone that got timed out is going to show up so we can make sure that he's happy and not angry, or else Jim Bob is going to get it. Jim Bob feels a rush now. Yeah, North Country, the power went to his head, man. I'm going to be grinning so big. The rush. It's Miss Coin. Huh? Turning wheels. It's Miss Coin. I get it now. It's Miss Coin. Done. I just had some leftover ham, finished a pumpkin pie earlier. Nice. Yeah, I know he's super awesome. I just want to see if he's on or not. How do you tell a Vietnamese person apart from Chinese person? Vietnamese people don't have squinty eyes. Yeah, that helps a lot. That's crazy though. And there's still 23 people on. I've been on for 2 hours, and this is take 2. What in the world are we doing here, guys and gals? That's crazy. It's 9:40. There's people on the East Coast. How are you guys awake? That's crazy. Chi-Chi's. Oh, dude, that joke was so funny. There are people who thought I was Mexican. Yeah, that's pretty funny. We're all crazy. I definitely agree with that one. We all are. We are all crazy. Sad. Now we have to go cook some fresh pies. 22:01 a.m. here. Oh my gosh. Coin and Ring Guy, you're the real MVP. Sicko Silver. Zikio Silver. Speak for yourself, he says. Vermont. Dang, dude, that's awesome. Okay. Talk me into it. Bye. David, no. No, David. When are you going back to Mexico for some libertads? I'm not going back to Mexico anytime soon because of all the stuff going down in the border with the... Where are those people from? Somewhere South America. They finally made it to the border. I heard it's pretty shady. So I'm not going to Tijuana anytime soon unless I fly in from, to a major city. But going to the borders right now, I would not recommend it for sure. I'm sticking with you, sweet coin and Ring Guy. Later, David. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a good night. Happy birthday, dude. Like I said, if you show up and if you give me a like on my Facebook page, dude, I'll go ahead and send you a little gift, dude. I appreciate that. Stacking Nerd is the only one sleeping. Jim Bob Matthew Corner. Fun fact: 1920. Copy that. That might not let you back in. Yeah, dude, they won't let me back in, bro. I can't go over there. I was staying up all Cyber Monday. Ooh, Value Hunter. Do you have anything in mind? Anything you're looking to get? Anything in the wish list? You got it, Jim Bob. Let's see. Yeah, I think we lost Southside Stacker for good. That's cool though. That is cool. Can you guys hit the like button? I'm sure most of you guys saw that. Swag I saw on your channel. Let's see if we can get 30 likes. That'd be awesome. Tijuana is no longer a sanctuary city. Yeah, Tijuana, I've heard is pretty scary right now. I'm not crazy. I'm sicko. Sickos. Trade swag I saw on your channel. Hit. All hit. Awesome. Thank you for being a great mod. Reminding people to hit that like button. Respect the like. Respect the like, he says. Don't hit the like. Respect the like. Okay, I think I'm going to call it. I'm going to pull the plug. This was great. Okay, before I go, let me read what Value Hunter has to say. Yes, I have a wish list. It is my cart. Well, billion deals I have yet to pull the trigger on. Nice. Don S, like number 6. That's a great number. And I really do appreciate that, Don. I really do. I am not the mod. You might be, though, Coin and Ring Guy. You might be. Turning wheels later. Don't do it. I'm pulling the plug. I think this is it. We've gone for over about 2 hours. It's time to let her go. It's time to let her go and let her, we did our best with what we could. And I hope you guys had a great night. I really love all you guys so much. I appreciate it. I hope you guys come back, and thank you guys so much for tolerating my stupid words. And I really do appreciate it for Value Hunter, Stacking and Prepping, and the infamous Corn, pre-33 collector, man. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that Corn was on for having me on the stream. I enjoyed it. I just hope I didn't stir up some more Corn controversy. Yeah, Corn, dude, if you want to do this, whenever you want to do this, Corn, let me know, and we can make it happen. I think people really enjoy it. I think I personally enjoy it a ton. So if you want to, whenever you want to come on, we can come on. I think people were calling it Clever Corn. Whatever it is, I mean, I'm willing to have you on. And everyone else, thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out for way too long. And again, if you want to come on and do the interview that I usually do, just shoot me an email at theclevercoin, and I'll be glad to have anyone on. I don't care if you make content, don't make content, if you've been stacking for 10,000 years or for 1 month, or if whatever it is. I just love to talk to people. I love to get to know people, and I think this community is super awesome. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and peace out.